about something you
Depends.
love it.
Probably
You love it, your job, you wake up.
700-800, I would guess.
Maybe you're stoned, maybe you're taking...
Without rent, I think I spend around 900 to 1,000 per week.
Sometimes less.
You have headache. You can't
Probably
wake up.
around that,
But
yeah.
you can push yourself.
Is that including rent?
No. That's food and clothes and...
I think I probably use around 1,000 kroner a week.
And I could get some work, black work, you know, under the table. That's what I would try.
Yeah, it's like for 5 years.
I would try to work under the table for 5 years, yes, if that was the only option.
I think I spend 1,000 kroner in a week.
Because in that case, why should I pay taxes if there's no support from me, from the state?
Very low budget, very simple, and probably find my food in containers. I think.
Just not for 1 week, maybe for 2 weeks.
The same.
1 month?
Without rent, I spend about 500 to 600 kroner in a week.
Just trying to calculate right now, and at least it's 500 krones for rent. I think I spend 500 on food. That's 1,000. Then I at least spend 200 on coffees. I really drink a lot of good coffee around. I spend at least 200 on movies. I spend money on going to swim. And I think that must be at least 1,800, maybe 2,000, I would say. Yeah.
Without rent, I spend, I don't know, probably 1,000 per week.
What to do if I took all your money?
I think I would live from what I just had in the house, just in that situation. I would probably taking the canned food and all.
For 1 week? And then we'll be finished. What if it's taken longer than 2 weeks?
I would probably ask friends or parents or my boyfriend to help me in that situation.
I spend around 500 kroner a week. And that would...
What if it's not a possibility to ask for help from others?
And not from the bank either?
No.
Then I would start to get a bit desperate, and I would probably start selling some nice boots I have.
Maybe 200, maybe 200.
What if you
Maybe
don't
my
have,
TV.
Maybe, what if you don't have nothing to sell?
And then I'll probably get more and more desperate. And I think I have never tried to be in that situation, so I'm not quite sure. I could imagine I would go pretty far off. Yeah, I would probably go stealing, and I would probably do... When you come into a desperate situation like that, you would probably steal around where you could, in supermarkets or something. Actually, I don't think I would go to containers as you were saying, because I don't know, I feel that's below my dignity.
In average, without rent, around 1,200, 1,300 a week.
I don't know, you will probably get worse. But I don't know, you will sell yourself. I don't know how desperate you can be.
Maybe 2,000 for food in a week.
But it's not an option.
I'll try to leave. Try to leave and find a place where I was allowed to live.
Actually, I don't exactly know how much I spend, but maybe 400 kroners, but I'm not sure. A week.
So, because if you are in a situation like I think my my personality, my self-esteem would degrade. So I would feel like a very, very small person.
I would say I spend around 800 kroner, maybe 1,000. I'm not sure.
Actually, it depends because I don't really get much money from here for 2 weeks. So I spend in accordance with what I receive. What I usually spend in a week is about, put it all in total because I buy just the basics, the most necessary drinks which I need, like milk, bread, and things to go around to take food. Yeah, it's about 200 kronas a week.
How much money do you spend in a week? Nothing.
Decide on one angle that this is the angle that we want to do, and then find out
how do you?
We can't tell.
How do you get by with no money?
Just the things that we've been talking about now. It's a lot of things.
Find a way to live.
That's why sometimes I think that the most small things can tell really a lot.
What would that be like?
I really agree on this because